Salute to everybody who's in the chat box, those who banter, Mr. Sherman and Matt Prisco. I think that's how you say your name. Thank everybody for tuning in to the Law Nations. We're just going to be able to talk on a few things as far as expectations. I hope that you guys are able to hear me. I'm just going to run everything off. And Cowboys Gamer, shout out to you too as well. 101. I like that name. So how stupid can the NFL be? We want to talk about expectations of the Dallas Cowboys, my thoughts and views on Ezekiel Elliott situation. It's just so crazy how the NFL like to draw this thing out. We all know that this kid just need to be out there on the football field. The football needs to be talked about football. You know, NFL don't need to try to do investigations, try to become law and order. I like the law part, but they don't need to try to do that as well. I got the line open too as well, so if you want to call in and shout out your page or call in, talk noise, or whatever you want to do today, there's the number 515-739-1448. The code is 739202. So that's the number in this whole grand schemes of things. Salute to John Davis, Chris in the house, Story Landings. Shout out to you two as well, and D Shepherd Jr. in Manchester. All you guys are a part of the Law Nations talk today, and we're just going to be able to get everything off our minds. Tomorrow is a very big day. It's one of those things that I just can't wait to see what's happening out there on the field. Give me about 1 second. I gotta make one other adjustment. Thumbs up if you guys can hear me clearly. Just let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you guys are able to hear me clearly. The room filling up. Salute to Darius too as well. Marshall, Tice, man, always in the house, man. That's what I love to hear. Love to see you guys in the chat box putting your information out there. The ether is live, is lit, is all those things rolled up into one. You and Mark Holmes should either be working on ESPN or NFL Network. I digress. You already know. That's QPW311. Salute to you, my guy Chalo in the house too as well. Belly, man, everybody's in here. Banter, Joe, was it Jose Dominguez? Yeah, Joe's. Yeah, salute to you too as well. Who do you see picking up? Hey, I got my money. I put on my Facebook page. If you guys not following, follow my Facebook. It's Laws with an S Nations. On Facebook, I put out there that my prediction that we'll pick up TJ Ward. Now, if I'm right, I need to go to the boat. I need to go pick up lottery tickets and all those things too as well. But, you know, I just think that we really need a veteran guy to be out there on the backfield, someone who can train and elevate Xavier Woods to the next level. Now, I'm very, very happy that Jeff Heath can get a start out there, but sometimes Jeff, he kind of look like he needs to be working on a few things. And just from my observation, looking at tape. Now, I don't have the all 22 on preseason, so I'm still kind of holding my reservations. I really think that Jeff Heath is the man. I think he's the guy that can push her to the next level too as well, as far as creating turnovers. But at the same time, it's one of those things that, hey, from Saginaw Valley, you know, he's this guy that sometimes shows up on film, but at sometimes I'd have to be honest with everybody. He shows up out of place. Even my guy Byron Jones, if this was his third year playing safety, I've been like, okay, cool, we ready for it. We ready. We getting everything going. But this is only his second year going into it, so it's one of those things that I'm still kind of having my reservations on him. As I harken back, if I looking back to the actual what game that was, the Raiders. When he played against the Raiders, he kind of playing a little bit too up close on the line on there. Well, not on the line, but in the box. So I'm still having nightmare visions of what Aaron Rodgers did to the Jerry Cook situation when he passed that ball on my guy, number 31, Byron Jones. He still have to work on some things, guys. He's not going to be this all-in resolution for our defensive backs out there as far as it relates to safety. Now, as far as the defense front line, I have absolutely nothing to worry about. As far as our linebacking core, I have absolutely nothing to worry about. Salute to Belly, man, for help growing the nation. I'm gonna read his question. Keep on growing and pushing, Law. Nor with the fact that the lead investigator recommended no action taken on Zeke, but we will see how it goes. Yeah, that lead investigation. Now, how stupid the NFL can be is that although they saw and they heard, I'm gonna pick that call in a few. Although they saw and heard the information from my girl Kia, you know, hit her up on LinkedIn. She got a whole nice, fantastic page with a resume and all that stuff on. They heard her lament the fact that they should not even charge Ezekiel Elliott for that. And guess what? They didn't even pay no attention to her. I have the 575 on the house, man. Salute to him, first caller or her, whoever it may be. But 575, man. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. How long you been following the station, the nation, and all that good stuff?
Yes, sir. How you doing today? I'm new at this. I know about all. How you doing today?
Man, I'm fine like wine, man. What's going on?
How you doing today? I wanted to ask you what you think, how the Cowboys defense is going to play this year. Are they going to crumble, or are they going to actually be really good this year? A lot of people are saying Taco Charlton's going to be a bust. I don't think he is. What do you think?
Hey, you might want to turn your side down just a little bit because I hear a little echo. But what I have been feeling on is that it can be a fickle process with this defense because in lieu of the rookies not being able to play a lot during preseason, it makes me kind of have a reservations a little bit on their health wise. But I would say a poor man's 2014 could be possible. And if you can follow me on that, you know, 2014, we was playing, we were just getting to the formats of things as far as the defense. But I think collectively, the secondary is the only part that I'm having my reservations on, as far as how can we control the actual opposition, meaning that are we going to be able to pick the ball off when they touch our hands, or will we be in the right place in keeping our line assignments and keeping playing disciplined football? Those are things that rookies normally have a problem with. So although Xavier Woods looks good, he's a better JJ Wilcox, but he's gonna have to go through his growing pains like anyone else, you know. So I think that this defense can still be top 15, maybe top 14 in the league, but it's gonna be a struggle to get there.
All right, I appreciate your answer. I just hope their defense does a lot better this year than last year, and I think we will. I think we'll be okay. That's just my opinion, of course. Our offense is going to be pretty good this year, like as always, the best offensive line. And Zeke, hopefully Zeke comes back quick.
Oh yeah, Zeke, his first game he may get close to 100 yards, but just don't think that he's going to come out and run 200. He's gonna still have to burn off some of that off-season weight, and you can see he don't look as trim as he's supposed to be. But running backs, you know, it's one of those things that they always gonna have the ball 20 to 25 times. He's a bell cow, so look for game 2 or maybe week 3 for him to get his player legs back, and look for him to just play angry this year.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you taking my call. First time caller. I've been listening in on you every once in a while when I get a chance. I really appreciate all that you do, sir.
No, I appreciate you for calling in to the nation, man. Salute.
Thank you, sir. I'll tell more people about you.
All right, no doubt.
All right, you have a great night.
You too, man. That's what I love, man. I love people to call in, man, and express their opinions. I'm going to jump to the chat box and see what's been going on here. I see a lot of my names highlighted. So first and foremost, like you guys hate, here's the number up top, 515 is the area code, and the code is over to the box too as well. But I just want to be able to tell you guys that this football team, we really still don't have nothing to fear. It's just the fact that you may have a little few growing pains here and there, but it's come natural when you're talking about guys with less experience. So that's why I'm leaning more towards a veteran guy in the secondary. Our front four is going to be okay because the rotational piece and Rod Marinelli, he's going to be barking like a dog. I'm going to keep it I'm going to keep this PG-13, but he's going to be barking it like a dog on these players so that they're going to play up to par. They may not get the amount of sacks that you want, but what I'm looking for is pressure, bust the pipe. Especially, we got a great test of the first week. We got a suspect offensive line that we're going to be playing against the Giants. And then on top of that, we got one of those things whereas we all know that Eli Manning likes to pass gifts and hand out gifts. So if these rookies can get it into the format of things of catching the ball, holding the ball onto their hands and create turnovers, it may be a plus, a blessing in disguise for us to have the Giants. And I think Scott Linehan and Coach Garrett, they know the Giants defense pretty well. So hopefully our offense can do something out there this year versus what we did a few years previous. And then that Dak Prescott, did I mention him? He's going to be something. But the NFL itself collectively is still stupid. I'm just going to read this. Orion. What are your odds of TJ Ward becoming a Cowboy? It's very slim. It's very slim, to be honest to you. Yes. Let me see what else we have. Sex party animal. NFL is effing stupid. You're right, man. You could have put that all in capitalization because the NFL is crazy. They stupid. Let me see. Somebody said something about my guy Cooper Rush. Lawrence Cooper Rush making the team. He should make the team. If I was the GM, I would say, hey, Kellen Moore, I love the knowledge that you bring to the team, but you'll suit us better as a player coach, or you'll suit us better being a scout quarterback, somebody who can just tear apart the practice squad, because he's really still eligible to play practice squad. So those are things that I really think that Kellen Moore would be more suitable for, because he's about 6 foot, 5'11", give or take, and that's being generous, and about 195 pounds, give or take, and that's being generous. And he just don't have the NFL arm. Now, can he come in and help you win a game with Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield? Plausible, more plausible, but you don't want to rest your shoulders on that guy. You want to be able to have a guy that you can train and just develop, and that's Cooper Rush. He's showing you things that no other preseason quarterback. I think he's probably one of the top preseason quarterback this year, and that's just being honest and frank with you guys. The meats, however you say your name, man. But week 1, y'all losing. It's a good time to call for that, man. We're not losing. We're gonna win, but if we lose, I'll be the first one to say congratulations on your barely beating us, because there's no way in life you guys is gonna get out there and dominate. Got a phone call in, but I see some people. Van Nos, salute to you. Big Tex, shout out to you too as well. We're gonna jump to the phone lines and we're gonna see who's on the up and up. Oh, wow. If I can find out how to get there, just give me a few seconds. I got the 210 finna come on. Salute to you, 210, man. How long you been calling in, or how long you been on watching the channel and all that good stuff? Where you from?
Hey, what's going on, Law Nation? This is Billy. I'm just calling in to say shouts out to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
See what you're doing with the thing, and I just wanted to give you words of encouragement. Also wanted to speak on a couple of things as far as everybody has a lot of questions about this defense, mm-hmm. and we keep forgetting that it's been doing. So offense is built to deal with and mitigate any of these issues. I'm not worried about it. We're gonna play our tempo. What we do, we control the tempo of the game. We run the ball effectively. It don't matter who back there, but we definitely want Zeke back there. But we'll take whoever. We got this next man up attitude, just like the early 90s. And I'm enjoying watching them. The defense, they fly to the ball no matter who it is. They all play like it's their last game. I don't know what's going on, but I'm enjoying watching the process as it unfolds.
Yeah, the process is pretty simple, man. Everybody flying out to the ball. They doing their thing out there. It's just one of those things that we still have a few rookies out there that's going to be able to go through the growing pains. But I really think that this defense overall collectively should be at least close to 2014 defense. They're going to get a lot of takeaways, but maybe not as much as we would say. But I think that this defense is either going to be in between 2014 and last year 2016. I can't put a real finger on it, but this defense is going to be okay.
Well, my opinion on that is I think a lot of this is going to depend on the development of Jones. If Jones really steps up at that safety position, like he's ascending his level of play, I think we'll definitely start seeing a lot more solid defensive play.
Yeah, playing that position that Jones playing that free safety and then switching around because he does come down into the box. I think that he's more capable of playing. I like when Jones played more man to man. Believe it or not, when he's out in zone, it just seems like sometimes he will hesitate just a little bit, and the player be able to make the play on the ball. If he can just man up, because he got that mentality. Remember when his first year he was out there, he was manning up the tight ends. He was playing on bigger receivers, so he's one of those guys that can get into the face of the opposition. So to me, it's just been a fickle process of moving him to safety and then kicking him back to cornerback at times. But if he can play man to man and man up on a few players and jam them on the line, that'd be better for him. But as far as him playing safety, sometimes I'm not calling him a bust or anything, but sometimes he can lose. He can have that slight hesitation.
Yeah, that definitely. That's why I said there's a lot of major. I say that Jones, if he's had a lot of chances at a lot of interceptions, especially last year, and he hasn't really been able to react properly, or maybe what it is. And so hopefully, if he gets over that hump, and because we know for a fact Sean Lee's going to do what Sean Lee does, right? And our linebacker was very solid last year, very solid in my eyes. From what I've seen, they were all very solid. They played very well, and we're going to get stops. So, because we're gonna force the issue, they're going to have to pass on us to beat us. So,
right, because you definitely can't run on. That's been the case since 2014. You can't run on the Cowboys. Nope,
it's not going to happen. Yeah, we're down a couple of linemen, but I like Tapper. I like a lot of them guys I see. They're really pushing the envelope. Everybody's looking like they want to start, and a lot of people are looking like you ain't finna start over me. So it's very hungry down there in the trenches. I'm watching. Yes, I think people need to be patient with Taco. People are really pressing the envelope on him. He's unlearning certain things that maybe in the system he was in, he wasn't able to utilize before, wasn't able to learn. This curve that he's running into, like, it's a crash course, College level in NFL was completely, you're on a crash course from start to finish. So technique, you're learning what wins, you're learning matchups from individual players you're going up against each week. So everything is crash course. And the more you just play the game, practice more, the more you study film. Awesome.
No doubt, man. And
we've already seen flashes of that.
Right. And that's what Rob Marinelli preaches and teaches, man. It's a simple defense that you can play because it's a cover two. And pretty much so you should know where your assignment is and your line assignment is located at. But the thing is that once you get to playing it to that full speed, no one can stop you at that point. And that's what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers used to do back in the early 2000s, with that cover two, and in the Chicago Bears.
Hey, I see that might be problematic for us going into the season with our secondary. It's really just communication.
There you go.
What is it all?
Man, you couldn't say it much any better, man. Communication is the key, and that's the thing that's going to either hurt us or hunt us. But it's just one of those things that I'm not worried about Eli Manning being a technician of the football field, down just being like that. What you call that guy that can just carve up a defense? Yeah, I'm not worried at all about him doing that. And matter of fact, I want him to do that. I want him to be the one-dimensional guy who think he's gonna outthrow the team to put them in the winning situation. I want him like that, and I want the number 8 kid that played for the Redskins like that. Well, I forgot his name, Kirk Cousins, I think. You know.
Yeah, Cousins.
Yeah, if Cousins and yeah, Kirk Cousins, you know, a third cousin, as Shannon Sharp will say. I want him to pass the ball 30 or 40 times, because that means this defense is going to pick them off, you know. Yes, man. Yeah, hey, man.
I don't even know what we're going to get, because he can't never get that I'm the guy contract. So, you know, we'll shoot, man, you know, to.
Yes, indeed, Bill. So what else, man, you got on your mind, man, before we run, man? What's going on? What else you got on your mind? What reservation? What other thoughts you have on your mind?
I think Darren Woodson hit the nail on the head. He basically said the NFL is trying to do too much issue. Like, they need to keep that separate from football. And right now, we have a division between Shield and the players who represent what we want, which is the players want to play football. They don't want to worry about this and that. And Roger Goodell looking like he's Adolf Hitler.
Right.
The buck stops with him. And then when you got news by a lead investigator coming out, her personally testifying, it's going to make Roger Goodell and Lisa Friel look a certain type of way. With her saying that he shouldn't, she thought that he shouldn't any punishment for the situation.
Right.
Because the evidence was way too inconsistent. Then that should have been taken into heavy account. There's no way they should have came up, even if they wanted to suspend him. They should have just gone ahead and said, "Hey, you took the top off a girl. We gonna hit you for 3 games." You're like,
right?
Zeke would have never combated that. That was anything else. But you're not gonna label him as a woman beater if he's been legally looked at twice, investigated twice by professionals, people who've been doing this for years. No reason for you punishment unless you got some that we don't know, which obviously you don't, because your lead investigator, he shouldn't be suspended. I have no leg to stand on right now. The only leg you got to stand on is what the NFL Players Association do with that bargaining agreement.
Yes, indeed, man. Article 46 make him the rule all, man. It's like the big eraser. Erase any other transgressions that they make mess up on. But I feel what you're saying, man. I got other callers in the line, man. But yeah, man, plug your channel, man, or plug where you from again, so we can know to hit you up next time, man. Next time you call in.
Oh man, okay, yeah, I'll make sure I do that for you.
All right, bro, man. I'm gonna let you go, man. But peace, man. Appreciate you for calling into the nation. All right, guys, man, that's good stuff, man. My guy called in from the 210, man, and just laying down the information that he has out there on the Zeke the Freak situation and the scenario with how stupid the NFL can be. We all know that the NFL just trying to pick on my Cowboys, man. We know for sure, Cowboys Nation, that the NFL hates the Cowboys. And some of you guys in the chat box hate the Cowboys, but I digress. But I'm going to pick up another call. I got 719 on the line. He going to lay it down, or she going to lay it down, however it may be. Salute, man, to you. How long you been following the channel, and what's good?
What's going on, you guys? Dallas Cowboys football news. Been following the channel for a while. Law Nation does some incredible work, and he like he said, you're listening to nothing but the best, and that's what he is. He's the best.
You're listening to nothing but the best. What's up, bro?
May God bless.
Yes, God bless. Man.
Hey,
go ahead.
We got roster cuts coming up within 24 hours, brother. What are you thinking on that?
Man, this is like, man, if you're a true diehard, just a football guy, you know what I mean? A football guy, you're going to love what you see tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's 1,184 players that's going to be on the market. It's going to be good picking. I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, my guy, what's that guy named? Will McCloy? Will McClay, I meant to say. See, I'm so hyped, I forget the man's name. Will is going to he's just going to have.
I know that's right.
It's Thanksgiving for Will tomorrow, man. It's just Thanksgiving for Will tomorrow. He's going to be able to pick somebody to fit in where we need help at, you know. And it's just going to be fantastic, man. What's your thoughts on tomorrow?
Man, I'm excited, and you know, it's going to be a tricky situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that. Like, you know, a lot of fans, you know, a lot of real fans that, you know, follow you and Cowboys blog and Shango and all those guys that really put in work. Right. They've been watching you guys. They know what the deal is on some of these players. So don't get hurt. Don't get butt hurt if your player doesn't make it. I'm actually looking at Neil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for him to. If he don't make this roster, I'm going to be really, really sad. He tears it up. Right. He actually got a quarterback pressure on there, and then the very next play, he got a quarterback sack against the Raiders. So I'm looking for Neil to make this team. I think he's a huge upgrade from Richard Ash.
Oh yeah.
And then another surprise is I don't know if Rico Gather's going to make this team. They could put him on IR. He might initially make it on the first day, but the second day they can slap him on IR. So that's another thing I'm looking at. And then the quarterback situation, how's that quarterback situation going to come out? Jerry Jones put his foot in his mouth saying they're probably going to keep 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
We already know if they only keep 2, we already know who that old man is out. So get O'Kellen Moore's out of there, because I mean he is eligible for practice squad too. So if you take a chance on O'Kellen Moore for 3 years before being on the Cowboys active roster, nobody wants him. He can get on the practice squad. But that's what I thought. That's happening tomorrow. Big time news for the Dallas Cowboy organization.
Oh yeah, get your rest tomorrow, man, because it's gonna be on, popping like popcorn. You know how it goes, right?
That's right.
Yeah, you guys go follow your channel, man. Go plug your channel, bro.
Dallas Cowboy Football News. I'm not the best, but I do like to throw my opinion out there. And then sometimes, if I get riled up, just the opponent, I get a good reaction video in there.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
It just depends on how I'm feeling after the game. I give immediate raw after the game. As soon as the game's over, on, and whatever you see is what you get, because that's straight from the heart. Because that's after watching that football game.
Yes, indeed, man. That's all that counts, man. Passionate, loyal football fans who win, lose, or draw, man. We out here, you know what I mean? We doing our thing. But salute to you, man. Thanks for calling in to the nation, bro.
Yes, sir.
Peace. Yeah, man. I love that, man. When people call in spitting truth and knowledge, man. But all together tomorrow going to be a big, fantastic day. And we look at this thing that what Will McClay is going to be able to do tomorrow. He's going to find somebody. If not, then he's going to roll with the team we got. And that Lewis Neal kid, come on, man. Number 66. I don't like his number per se, but I hope he just make this team and just make some factors out there and get things going in the right direction, man. There's so many things out there as far as who we can go out and pick. Now, the only reservation that, like I said, that I have on this team is our secondary, quote unquote, cornerbacks and defensive backs. But outside of that, I think that this defensive line is going to be straight. It's going to be okay. The linebacking core, he played so much nickel, so we only have most of the time 2 linebackers out there anyhow. So I'm not really too heavy on the linebacker, especially when you're playing cover 2 and some nickel and things of that nature. So I just hope that we pick up somebody that can just push this team to the next level, because I'm not worried at all on this offense. We should not be worried at all. I got another caller on the line. I got 803 finna come in on the house. 803, how long you been following the nation and what's good? Going once, going twice. Randolph with the plug.
What's going on, Law?
What's going on, man? 803, state your mind, man. How long you been following the channel and what's going on?
On channel for a long time, my friend.
Yes, indeed, man. What reservation you have on your mind, man? What's going on?
From the Zeke topic, we all know he's going to play week 1 against some Giants and do work.
Well, yeah, you're going to put in a lot of work, man. Say what?
Secondary, man, I'm really stoked to see Jordan Lewis out there, man. Part because of the issues that off the field in college. Cover man right there, dude. You give him maybe a year, and I guarantee you he's probably going to be our number 1 corner.
No doubt, man. That Jordan Lewis going to be Jordan hip pocket Lewis, Jordan sticky gloves. He's going to be one of those guys, man. Salute to the 803, man, for putting him out there. But the thing is, I go off of like a known commodity, like just like when you're buying stocks. You know Apple stock is going to do well, even though Walmart stocks are going to do well. But you may not know what Joe Blow's stock down the streets are going to do. So it's one of those things that I want to see at least something out there on the field. I want to see him out there. I can go by Michigan tape, but we will see. We will see. I think that as he progresses and he learns and he gets into this mix of the cover two, because it's something that he can really pick up, right? Because he's fast, he's elusive, he's sticky-handed, and I think he can do kickoff return too as well. He's one of those guys that just going to be a stickler, but he's going to have to go through a learning phase, just like my guy Patrick Peterson did. You know, he wasn't that flashy on his first 5 games, but then he picked everything up. Salute to my guy Voch Lombardi in the house too as well. Call in if you want, or I can give you the link, man. You can just jump in on the show and take over. You know how it goes. But what's up, man? 803. What else you got on your mind?
Hey, so on the roster cuts tomorrow, you think Marquez White's gonna make the squad?
Oh man, I wouldn't give him up, man. I would lean towards my draft pick. That's your future. You got 4 years exclusive on them. I think that they should find a way to get him on the team. I don't think that he's gonna escape through or slide through with the what do you call that, not free agency, but the I don't think he'll make it to the practice squad. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, he should make the team.
Right. Crazy about him though is he is probably the smallest dude on the entire team. Like the 170 something.
But his heart, man, he got his heart, and he got long arms. He's rangy. He plays with an aggressive mentality. That's what I like to see out there, you know. But what you about to say didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, he plays way bigger than how he looks. I'll tell you that. I really hope we find a way to get him on there, because I think that he's fast and he's very, very witty. He do us well somewhere in the defensive back area.
Man, he doing his thing, man. Hey, before we run, man, stay what else on your mind, man? What do you feel about the NFL collectively? How stupid the NFL can be and all that stuff, you know?
Man, like, I feel like they really, really dropped the ball on this. Like, they've made a lot of mistakes before, and not even just being a Cowboys fan, you know what I mean? But, like, I feel like they really, really, really dropped the ball on this one. And I feel like, this could potentially, I know they're in the extension mode of getting Roger Goodell his money and everything like that. I really feel like this could really ruin all that for him. And, we could probably see a new commissioner here probably by the end of the season, the next season.
No doubt, man. It's just one of those crazy things, man. And then to pay Roger Goodell $44 million. Man, come on, man. We can get just pay us $44,000, man. We'll do his job, man. We can do a better job than that, man. But appreciate your insight, bro. Appreciate your insight. All right, so next we got. What would you about to say before I let you run, man? What you about to say?
So I will say this. I really hope that the NFLPA and the NFL have a relationship together to make these type of situations a lot better. Because it's either been like someone's done something terrible and the NFL hardly did anything, or someone like in Zeke's situation where the evidence wasn't quite there and they just completely dropped the ball on that. But yeah, I'll definitely let you go, man. I definitely appreciate you having me on here. Everyone can find me on Twitter at JD_803, or you can find me on Shango Live's website now. I do a bunch of stuff for Shango right now over there on the Discord and everything like that. So you guys can definitely holler at me there.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in. Go follow his page. Hey, hit your link up in the chat box. They'll hit you up there too as well. And hey, salute to you, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
You too, man. That's what I'm talking about, calling into the nation. Shout out to Sarah. I'm doing a little quick shout out to those in the chat box. Eli Cruz in the house, Donovan, my brother from another mother, Roy, holding it down from the south in the house. Meet the Mets. He said, a buck for each elder the Giants will hand you. Wow. All right, so hey, man, hey. If you feel that the Giants going to beat us this year twice, then I like to have the Kool-Aid that you're drinking on, But hey, salute to you, man. Thank you for help growing the nation. No love lost, man, with you saying that stuff too as well. How about them Cowboys? Law Nation 53, man. Roster prediction is on his channel. Go check out his channel. He got the 53-man roster, and we all know that that's something important to this team, because those could be the 53 man that's going to host the Lombardi Trophy. You know what I mean? So Ty in the house too as well. My girl Sarah Cello too as well. But let's hit up this call 856. Salute to you, man. Thanks for calling in to the nation, man.
Hey, how's it going, Law?
Nothing much, man. Nothing to it.
Oh, awesome. All right. So, this whole Zeke situation is getting way out of hand. Well, I don't mind it because I got Zeke in the second round, so in my fantasy draft. But on a serious note,
boy, you looked up. Ooh, what's the name of your fantasy team, man?
My name of my fantasy team, it's actually called the Meme Machine.
All right, man. The Meme Machine. Go ahead with your point, man. That's cool.
No, I'm sorry. No, but here's the thing. The whole thing with Roger Goodell, if people are looking to see this guy getting fired, unfortunately, that's not going to happen unless they take it to court. NFL did a horrible job. I understand I'm a Cowboys fan, but if you're looking at this from a neutral perspective, you can clearly see the NFL is, and it's not like, there's some mixed, reports in here. This is all signs are pointing to Zeke is an innocent man. He did nothing wrong. Right. And I mean, me personally, I'm studying law, and I think this is just a kangaroo court. So, unfortunately, if you're looking to see Roger Goodell fired, he probably won't be. Unless the next CBA comes around. That's when we can start looking to see him getting replaced.
Yeah, the reason why Roger Goodell is not going to get fired, and if I was an NFL owner, I still wouldn't fire him, because in 2008, the league was generating, in just 2008, they was generating $10 billion with a B per year. And then when they signed the other agreement, and they went up to $14 billion. So they close to like averaging $16 billion with a B per year in annual revenue. So this guy, his whole goal, he sat on top of the mountain and said, I'm going to bring the NFL $25 billion of revenue per year. If you guys jump on my wagon, if you guys jump and let me lead this organization. And that's what he's been doing. He's been pushing the product out. The NFL is bigger. It's just the biggest market that you can find out there. So, but from a, I guess from an X's and O's legal aspect of it, he needs to figure out a way where he can create a panel. If he want to have this jury type of mantra about himself, because that Article 46 is not going to go away until another 3 or 4 years. And then I think that they're not even going to win that, without getting the extra games that the NFL lamenting that they want. They want to have the players to play more games, right? So,
at the end of the day, they get fired. I think the best thing that the Players Association can do is limit its power.
Right.
If that's what they do, that's what they got to do. If they want to take this thing to the Supreme Court, which is highly doubtful, I mean, I know I don't want him in there, but I'm sorry.
No doubt, man. It's one of those things, man. It's just a fickle process, man. He's one of those guys that the NFL is stupid. I think the NFL Players Union is even more level with stupidity, because if they allowed him to have all this power, and then the NFL don't know how to actually properly run PR, because all they had to do was like, hey, in light of the information that we got from Tiffany Thompson and the information that we gathered from Ezekiel Elliott, it's just not enough information to suspend this guy for 6 games. Exactly. What we're gonna do is we just gonna have Ezekiel Elliott, because this information is a lot of smoke, and when there's smoke there's fire. We're gonna implement a mandatory counseling session with Ezekiel Elliott. That's what a PR staff would do from the NFL. We're gonna implement a mentor program for Ezekiel Elliott, for him mandated that he must attend in order to get these 2 games waived. If he don't complete this process, then we're going to suspend him for 2 games for conduct unbecoming. And then everybody would have been like, okay, that's a good plan. It's a good process. We can understand that's the growth of the kid. He's the what you call that, a star athlete in the NFL, and we would digest that a little bit easier than having a 13-month investigation. For out of the 13 months, you say, well, the person who led the investigation we don't listen to what she have to say. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know what you mean. Just on one last note, and I'll head out. I don't want to take up your whole time, but look, Roger's gonna have his power, and this is the Players Association should have saw this coming. They should have specified this to the CBA, that he shouldn't have had this kind of power. And I'm assuming that in the next couple of years, when the CBA comes up, don't expect Roger to go willy-nilly with this power, or he might get removed. But, well, that's my piece. Sorry for keeping so long, but...
No, man. That's good information, man. No, I thank you for calling in. Plug your channel, man, before you run.
Oh, yeah. Space Cowboys 17 on Twitter as well.
All right. No doubt, man. I thank you for calling in to the nation. Salute to you, brother.
Yep, salute.
Peace. Man, that's what I'm talking about, guys. When calling in, giving a great insight, versatile genius in the house too as well. Trade deal. Hey, guys, go follow my guy Voch Lombardi page. He stays down at Houston. He's been through a lot down there, so hopefully he can land on his feet, on dry feet at that. Got another call on the line, 832 in the house. Salute to you, brother. How long you been calling in to the channel, or how long you been following the channel and all those good things?
Man, it's your boy Voch Lombardi. We hold it down for Dosky, Woski, Law Nation. What's good, famo?
My brother from another mother. Good to hear your voice, man. What's going on, man? Talk to me, man.
Listen, man, I ain't got long because I got work in the morning. Let me tell you something, man. This is what the Illuminati gonna do. The Illuminati can take away Michael Jackson. They can make Ja Rule go broke. They can make Kanye West go crazy. But you know what the damn Illuminati ain't gonna do? They ain't gonna mess with Jerry Wayne Jones Sr. That's what the Illuminati ain't gonna do. They tried to kick in the door on the boy Zeke. They tried to take the boy off the shelf. Well, we're gonna make an example out of Zeke. Corrupt Roger Goodell and his little shadow. Boy, look, Jerry Wayne Jones Sr. hit them boys with that not gonna be able to do it. I foresee my man Ezekiel Elliott playing week 1 versus the Giants, bro. There's no other way to do it. Look, what's the lady name? She had a little ghetto name that was interesting. Tanika, whatever girl name.
The Kia boy.
She worked for the Shakita. You know, she's from the block, man. Look, she was head of the investigation. This is what I didn't know. I didn't know she went into the investigation first, and she Tiffany Thompson. She did the talking to Tiffany Thompson. And what I took from this, though, domestic violence at no point is right. At no point is you don't put your hands on women.
Right.
But if Shakita is a woman and she can look Tiffany in the face then look the NFL in the face and go, hey, man, I think this boy lying. That says something. Okay? That says something when the woman is on the dude's side. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it seems like they took her word and it said, okay, Miss Shaniqua, whatever the hell her name is. Okay, Miss Shaniqua, we hear what you're saying, but we're not going to listen to it. We're just going to do our own Illuminati thing anyway. Jerry Jones ain't having it, brother.
They're like, yeah, get back.
What you got to say about it?
They're telling Kia, get back. We got
this. Get out of here, Kia Food.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yes,
indeed. Moving out the way, man.
I wonder if she came in there looking like Josina Anderson.
Tell you what, brother, old man. Tell you what, an old man once told me, what goes on in the dark is gonna always come out in the light, brother. If it don't come out in the wash, it's gonna come out in the rinse, Lord. Man. I'll say it again for the listeners that didn't catch me. If it don't come out in the wash, it's gonna come out in the rinse. And all this little sneaky, little conniving stuff they doing, trying to set an example. Hey, you got caught up in this one, and then they try to extend Roger Goodell. That man gonna be bagging groceries for HEB before it's over with, man.
He better still have that 44 mil.
He better do something. He better take out an insurance claim or something. And if it was up to me, Roger Goodell wouldn't have no damn job next week.
Man,
so that's just me though. Listen, I ain't want to take too much time out your show, man. I just wanted to call in, go on my little rant, and just say what's good.
No. I can't let you run off that quick, man. Plug your stuff, man. Plug your station, everything, bro.
HLOMBARDI is Vache Lombardi at Breakdown Film. This is a Cowboys based show right now. I did some film on Jalen Smith on his first week's action, so y'all can go check that out. I've been doing all types of film throughout the year, but I will be doing a lot of Cowboys films because I'm a Cowboys fan and I'm biased like that. I'm going to be making a gang of appearances on the Law Nation channel. Me and Footsie King and my man Joe Rod, we're going to be breaking down the Cowboys matchups weekly. So expect us to break down Cowboys versus Giants week 1.
Yes, indeed, brother. Yes, indeed, man. That's my brother from another mother. Vache Lombardi in the house. And remember, he's one of those guys that you want to follow if you love the Cowboys content too as well and other football stuff. Just a football guy, man. Salute to you, brother.
Salute up.
Yes, indeed, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's my guy right there. I mean, he brings the thunder, man. And I ain't just talking about from down under on this information as far as football aficionados. He's one of those guys that should be on ESPNs and the NFL networks of the worlds, man. But I hope this guy can stay dry down in Houston. Go to his page, make donations, man. Support this guy, sub to his page and all those good things. If you love football, you would do those things too as well. Who we got in the house? We got Donovan on the page. We got Chris, the Blue Star for Life, Q Ball, the Q Ball. You know, she said what is it? She said she was white. He was black and no one would believe him. Yeah, you're right, Q Ball. You know, that's just the society that we live in. Sometimes, you know, people believe the other people who have different hues or skins of color, but that's just how it is. What is it? Rosario, the NFL is trying to make an example of Zeke because of their major screw up of Ray Rice of 2014. Look, that was years ago. The NFL need to move on. They need to have a PR. If the NFL was smart, they wouldn't test these guys for marijuana. They would only test for like HGI or maybe not marijuana, but maybe steroids and stuff like that. They wouldn't put all this other news out there. They wouldn't have this conduct policy where it's just so openly, and they just keep all this stuff under the rugs. But nah, they just like to have their stuff out there in the media. But somehow, some way, they still growing each and every year as far as revenue and things of that nature. So you got to free Zeke, man. We got another call in. Salute to the foundation too as well, and Trey Deal and Eric Farley all in the chat box, man, doing their thing, man, putting information out there. Got the 559 in the house. The 559, man, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Law Nation?
Nothing to it, man. It's your world. I'm just trying to pay rent. What's going on?
All right, man. I play from the 559, AK Central California. AK the part of California. But right, quick question, man. This is a fancy football question, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead, move. Answer your question, man.
Okay, it's concerning Rod Smith and O.J. Howard. Your opinion on those two? Can Rod Smith get some playing action, or he gets traded? Do you think he has the capability to go out? And what do you know about O.J. Howard?
Are you talking about Rod Smith as a trading tool, or just Rod Smith as a football player out there on the field, the running back, number 45? Are you talking about him?
Well, yes, Rod Smith. Yes. I want to know if you think he's going to play for us, or if not, if he get traded. And of course, O.J. Howard, your thoughts on him?
Well, Rod Smith, his trading pedigree is not that high. He flashes out, and I will touch on O.J. Howard too as well. But his trading platform won't be that high. But I feel that if he can make this team, he'll be a good. I'm talking about a good spell back to a Zeke. He can catch out of the backfield. I like to see him out. I like to see him behind his number one offensive line. From the splashes that we saw behind the second and the third string offensive line, he did pretty good, and he can play special team. He can come down. He can be a gunner type of guy, and as well, he can run kickoff returns on special teams. Just one of those. You have A and a B. He'll be that B guy, of course. He'll be the lead blocker on the kickoff return, so he can do those things. So I think that he solidified his position on his team. Now, as far as the O.J. Howard of the world, his blocking, he's going to have to increase and improve on that. But as far as the inline routes, he run routes just as similar to a wide receiver. He can get in and out of his breaks pretty good. He can catch the seam. But as far as him playing on this level, he should be like one of the premier top rookie tight ends in this league. Kind of puts you in the mind of a Jimmy Graham. Basically.
Yeah, I know a little about him. About him, not too much, but big athlete, man, like for real.
Well, yeah. So he's more polished Jimmy Graham at this point, to me, in my opinion,
Oh, yeah, well, that's pretty much it, man. Just want your opinion on those two things.
No doubt, man. I thank you for calling in to the nation, man. Hey, you got a channel, you can plug it now, or if not, salute.
No, that's about it. Thank you.
All right, bro. Thank you for calling in, man. That's what I'm talking about. O.J. Howard was a Tampa Bay #1 pick. No way they trade for him for Rod Smith. I don't think that he was asking that. Excuse me, but if he was, man, there would be no way impossible. You would never. Even if Rod Smith ran 1,000 yards in this preseason, they wouldn't have made that trade. And 1,000 yards is a lot of yards in 5 games, or 4 games, or what have you. So, what are you talking about, Just Join? And this is from Jai. I mean, we're talking about how stupid the NFL can be, and Cowboys' expectations week 1, or Cowboys' expectation as far as the defense, and pretty much how the stupidity and the craziness of the Cowboys scenario of how the NFL was able to try to derail the Cowboys was just crazy. What was it, my guy Vonch Lombardi? What don't come out in the wash always come out in the rinse. You're right. You can put them clothes in there, and the wash just don't. And you see the stain still on there, and then you look in there, you try to move the clothes around. You say the stain's still there, then you look at it, and then the rinse cycle come on, then the stain is out, and that's normally when everything clears up. So that's what the NFL trying to railroad my guy Ezekiel Elliott by not having the lead investigation lady Kia to present the information in front of the panel, and the panel ultimately didn't even have Roger Goodell in there. Maybe they called him and said, hey, we're just going to get this guy 6 games. He looks like he deserves it. He pulling girls' tops down. He doing all this stuff. So that's what it is, man. And the NFL, this is from Chris, and I think this is Rayna. The NFL suit is so dead spin. You're right, man. I need to give me some push-up or something, man. This little cold I got. Give me about a few seconds, guys. Let me Reboot. All right, guys, got about 6 more minutes. I'm gonna try to run this thing out for a complete hour. Just want to be able to say the other things that's on my mind. The veteran guys is going to be out there tomorrow. Any NFL aficionados, those who like to follow the football worlds of players and things like that, of who's going to be released, there's going to be a scenario and a chance for us to pick up somebody to push this team, not thinking that somebody in the secondary is going to be helpful. Maybe another defensive guy, I don't know for sure, kind of loaded in that position. I don't really see too many offensive guys that are going to do something, but it's one of those things, man. I needed, my guy Vach Lombardi said I need to look up Kia Roberts. Let me see what he talking about, man. Let me see what he talking about. Kia Roberts. Put NFL and see if they got any images on her. I don't know if this her, but yeah, this is her. Let me see if I can save image. Desktop. Right here. And we're gonna pull her up and so everybody can see Kia. Well, that's too big for you guys, right? Them eyes, right? Let me see if I can make it a little small. Big ass picture. Let me see. You guys are gonna see in a few seconds. Kia Roberts. Somebody need to go out and buy her a beer. Matter of fact, somebody need to go. Maybe, you know, this Kia Roberts guy. This is the lady that that dropped the news out there for Ezekiel Elliott. Somebody need to go out and buy her beer. Go give her. Well, she don't look like she need beer. She need wine and back massage and foot rubs. Get her hair and nails done. That's what you guys need to do with her, because she's one of those guys that broke the case, and somebody says she looks yummy and all that good stuff. I mean, I'm talking about this lady right here. If I could ever see it in public, I got a wife already, but I would definitely say, hey, I salute to you, putting my guy on game, putting the NFL in check. Now, I will say some other stuff off the air about why the NFL didn't take her word, because they probably think that she probably, like Zeke in a other fashion. But this lady right here, she came with the truth. She spit the fire. So salute to her. Go follow her on Instagram and all that stuff, and Facebook and YouTube, and she got a LinkedIn page too as well. Sophisticated, smart, educated, and all those things put into one. Wonder Woman at best. April Stanton, I meant to say. Tice, yes, she can have it. My God, the Blue Star for life. That's the wrong one. Oh, that's the wrong one. So this is not her. This is another Kim Roberts. My bad. Kaya is an actor. My bad. I got the wrong. Maybe. My bad, guys. Let me see. Let me see if I can find her. Then go find that girl. Kaya. Is this it? This is her right here? Well, maybe this is her right here. I'm looking up through Google. So guys, post a link in the chat box. Maybe I can find her that way. But let me see. Kaya Roberts. Actor. Maybe I'm pulling up all actors. Can't find it, guys. I just can't find the pictures. Put it like this, all Kaya Roberts that I'm pulling up are CIA, like the little car that everybody like to drive, that they can't afford to get a Mercedes. Let me see if I can pull that up, man. Let me see if I can pull up the actual Kaya Roberts. Let me see if you guys got in the chat box too. She has a lot on IG and skits like that on BET. Okay. I need her. Blue Star for Life, what she's in. See, now everybody want this lady, right? Let me see if I can put in Kaya Roberts. And images. That's the only person that's populating. Let's see if this link in. It's anything. I just don't see it, guys. Arrow, casting calls, auditions. You know, as long as I'm not putting up a porn star, right? But I can't find her, man. You guys find a picture posted in the somewhere on the YouTube or the Facebook page or something like that, and I properly give the proper Kyle Roberts the initial call out. But this lady right here, she fits the motif of a nice, lovely lady. So you guys can reach out to her and tell her, hey, since she had the same name, you know, go out and just buy her beer, give her a rub down, and take her out to get her nails and hair done and all those good things. Guys, that's been my time, guys. I really thank you guys for yours. And if there's any other thing, just go out and follow my page, my channel, the station, all those good things. Go follow Facebook, Same Law Nations. Go follow Instagram, Twitter. If you like to tweet me, I can get at you quicker that way throughout the day. And go out and follow my guy Vach Lombardi. I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody in the chat box too as well. Jalen, what is it? Tice too as well. Roy, my guy Roy from the South. Jalen could be a big better than Dexter Coakley. Yeah, great feet, 4.3 speed, sideline to sideline pursuit. Yes, indeed. I can see that. I can see that really. I can see that. April, salute to you. And Trey, that's been my time, guys. I really thank you guys for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out.